Good evening, Azeroth. I'm recording this on April 13th, 2017, and I apologize for the delay. Today I'd like to rant a little bit about something that kind of got my goat last night when I was looking for groups. There I was, Darkheart Thicket. Got the group. There was one good DPS, two bad DPS, me, and then the tank. So I click on the tank's name, just to see how many hit points he has. 6 million hit points for a Pally tank. Not too shabby. I'd estimate his gear score to be around 9 something. Probably 905. His gear score. Eye level, you know the difference. Well, this guy, who's going to remain nameless, decides to start pulling everything in the dungeon. So much so that I thought he was trying to get us wiped. But then it occurred to me, as we round the bend to that part where you jump up into the logs, and he doesn't do that. He just heads straight down. And this guy doesn't tank at all, so he has no idea what's going on. So I'm healing my ass off. Nobody's dropping below 90%, so I'm kind of comfortable. But he's pulled so much that he can't maintain aggro on it, and it's pissing me off. So we kill probably around 25 mobs. And then I just tell in the group, I just type in chat, I say, hey, are you a good tank or a bad tank? And from then on, it must have woke him up or done something. His pulls were steady, consistent, the DPS wasn't in any danger, and we completed the dungeon maybe 8.5 minutes after that. And it became a much better dungeon. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes you just need to call somebody out on some stupid that they're doing. And you got to be polite about it. So what I did is I kind of let this guy know that he can be a good tank or a bad tank. I probably could have been a little bit easier on him than that. I probably could have said, hey, are you a good tank or do you need help? But, you know, you're thinking it has 6 million hit points for a Pally, and he doesn't need any help. I'm looking up to him, right? That's not always the case. So sometimes with these higher geared people, they're used to grouping with their guilds. They're not used to doing LFGs, LFRs, or anything like that, and they think they could just run in and everybody's going to keep up with them. And you know, Bob's your uncle. Everything's fine. It's not like that in LFGs. In LFGs, you have people that are just gearing up, and I feel that, and I have tanked a few times, just a few, I think that a tank, when they come into the dungeon, should pull the first couple of groups slowly to get a feel on how the group is going to do overall before they start pulling these massive waves of mobs. Which I'm okay with now. In any heroic, you could pull half the f***ing dungeon, and I'm going to just heal you through it. It doesn't matter. Provided that the DPS can put out enough damage to drop everything inside of like 4 minutes. I think I'd probably run out of mana in 4 minutes if I'm healing a good tank. So the point that I guess I'm trying to make is that sometimes tanks are good, sometimes tanks don't know, sometimes tanks don't understand. And this gentleman, his eye level is probably so high, he probably hasn't done an LFG in months. He probably hasn't had to, so he kind of just doesn't think that way. So I just kind of wanted to wake him up. I woke him up. The dungeon was great. Let's move on to United Airlines. I'm just f***ing with you guys. I'm not going to talk about United Airlines. Let's move on to the Broken Isles, the Legionfall rep, and something that I discovered that I didn't quite like. I know it's hard to believe, something I didn't quite like, right? I promise the next video is going to be me telling you everything that I like about World of Warcraft, and it's probably going to be a very long 30-part series. I don't know how many parts, but it's going to be really long. I discovered that I don't get any reputation gains from completing Legion invasion events. And I thought that's the biggest bunch of horseshit I've ever heard. Like, am I even going to do it now? is it even worth our time to do it? I mean, these are all questions that we all should be asking ourselves. I mean, we want to complete it, so after we do our 4 and we get everything knocked out, are we ever going to go back? Or are we going to go, shit, now I can't do my Azuna quests because Legion's popping up? Well, I'm probably, when I see that Legion go up on a zone that I've already done before, I'm probably just going to do something else. I guess I could log into an ult, which is something I guess other people do too, but it's just not worth it. What they need to do is they need to have reputation gains commensurate with the amount of time that you spend in the zone doing that event. And I don't think that it's unreasonable for each invasion event to grant 1,000 rep. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. 1,500, great. Apparently there's a quest that you can do that gets you 1,500 reputation, but I don't know where it is. Or I've already done it, because I tend to click on every exclamation point I ever see, and then I do my best to complete them. You know, but I don't know where that quest would be, if there is a quest. As soon as you zone in, or there's a Legion event, you get a quest that pops up in your quest log, you click the button, you click accept, and then you go to the first point that they tell you to go to. I don't see anything about 1,500 point reputation gain. Well, I guess after 7 minutes or so, it's enough for hearing me rant. So I promise a video in a more timely fashion, and it'll be a more positive video, because I do love this game, and I think that we all love this game if we're listening to me talk about it right now, watching me heal people in some stupid LFG or maybe even a Mythic. So that'll come out soon, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday of next week. Try to get them out as quickly as possible. So thank you so much for listening to me rant. If you like it, subscribe. If you didn't like it, tell me to go off. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Yes, I will not fail you.
It is done. Cenarius is beaten. Cenarius, do not listen to him. Xavius waits ahead in the Rift of Owl. True heart.